Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be your reading for Venus's retrograde. This is for all the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, and I'm going to give those readings in that order. You can search for, or not search, but you can click on the timestamps in the description box below if you don't want to hear me ramble on about Venus is retrograding, if you just want to get right into your message. Okay, so sorry about the noise. As I've said in my previous videos, there's some construction going on and remodeling going on in this house, so bear with me. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys can hear me throughout the video. Okay, so Venus is retrograde, like I've told everyone else. It's nothing to be afraid of. No retrograde has, you know, a lot of times there is some type of fear that's attached to retrogrades, especially with Mercury's retrograde. Venus is going into retrograde on the 13th of this month through the 25th of June. So there's going to be a lot of lessons that Venus brings to us. It's all about connecting with other people, love, not just love of other people, but love of self as well as beauty. Okay, so this is a good time during this retrograde to really focus on your inner and your outer beauty, one or the other or both. It's good to try to get into discovering new things, new hobbies, new groups of people, a new circle of friends, you know, or trying to bring in some type of new experiences into your lives currently. Okay, there are some things that you should avoid though, which is with most retrogrades, you know, especially with Mercury's retrograde and Venus, is trying not to buy huge items, investing in huge items. Okay, making huge investments with your money. Because retrogrades can get in the way of that. It can also get in the way of communication as well. So if there is a conversation, a deep conversation that may be bothering you or on your heart to have with your significant other or with a friend or family member, you may want to hold off that conversation until the retrograde has passed. Okay, also abrupt breakups, emotional, you know, breakups based on, you know, anger, is probably not a good time to do that as well during the retrograde. It's okay to get into a relationship, but just don't create a narrative or a story out of it during this time, because a few months later, or, you know, maybe a few weeks later after the retrograde, you may feel that that connection is not exactly what you wanted. Okay, 100%. So again, this is a time to just sit back and let the retrograde take its course and bring the lessons to you. Okay, don't go searching or trying to jump to conclusions with anything as of yet. Okay, sorry guys, it's so hot out here. I'm in the Palm Desert, so excuse me if I have to take a sip every once in a while. Okay, so Aquarius, we're going to start off with you. Let's see what Venus's retrograde has in store for you guys during Gemini season. Okay, so from your Romance Angel Oracle, we have codependency. So there is a situation in regards, this feels definitely has something to do with a relationship. It could be any relationship, okay? It doesn't just have to be romantic or sexual. It can be any connection you have with someone or with multiple people, okay? And this card says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So Aquarius, some of you all may be dealing with someone who literally has addictions. You know, it could be addicted to eating disorder, it can be addictions to alcohol, drugs, smoking. It could be anything. Okay, this person may also be addicted to negative thoughts about themselves and the world around them. They just can't shake those ideas or those thoughts. Okay, so whatever it is that you are dealing with, and if there are any of you who are suffering from this as well, Venus's retrograde is going to target that energy within yourselves. Okay, if you're not dealing with this energy from someone else. Okay, so we have the dragonfly. This is air. Yeah, this is air energy. So that's interesting. I actually want to read this card off to you guys. Let me just kind of reach over. Sorry, you guys. I need to be a little bit more organized within my videos, but we're getting there. So before I flip over your tarot cards, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and read the Dragonfly card to you guys, okay, to see exactly what Venus is speaking to you guys about with that energy, okay? So, the Dragonfly. Let's see what the Dragonfly is trying to, what messages this creature, this animal spirit, is relaying to you guys at this time, okay? So, the Dragonfly says master of light, illusion, and the mind, okay? The Dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The Dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the Dragonfly card appears, it is worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The Dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Okay, so Aquarius, there may be a situation where your thoughts take precedence over your reality, okay? Or there's someone that you're dealing with, you know, who may use some type of addiction or vice in order to ignore reality, okay? Getting caught up in your thoughts. There's something about the mind here. Could be emotional as well, okay? Venus's retrograde is going to pinpoint those energies for you, all right? Be careful of clouded judgment. Whatever you may affiliate yourself with, or whoever you affiliate yourself with, whoever you allow to influence your thoughts, you know, throughout each and every day, throughout your life, be careful of clouded judgment. If you're in a connection with someone that is codependent and it is not equal footing, your judgment may be clouded because you're in love with that person, or you have an idea of what you want this person to be, and you're trying to see the good in them, okay? For those of you who are in a loving relationship and you know this person is doing the best that they can to do better for themselves, okay, but they may be having a hard time, don't ignore those signs. Don't ignore the fact that they have an addiction. You know, if there's someone who has a literal addiction to something in your lives, don't ignore the signs of that addiction, okay, or the symptoms. Don't ignore it. Don't allow your love or your emotions, if you're attached to someone in this way, to cloud your judgment about what needs to be done about their situation, okay? And if there's a situation with you where you may have an addiction, or you may have a tendency to think a certain way, or there's a certain pattern of behavior that you tend to perform, you know, in any given situation or in a certain situation, don't ignore. There may be someone here that you may feel you need their energy. You know, you need them to be there at all times, and if they're not there, you feel left out, or whatever the case may be. There's a sense of codependency where you need to really look at and put it under the magnifying glass, and I feel that Venus is going to do this for you. Put this energy under the magnifying glass and look and see, okay, what are some things that I need to change? What are some things that maybe I need to go to counseling for, or go to therapy for, okay? There may be an energy that's causing you during Venus's retrograde that causes you to have a hard time concentrating, okay? This also doesn't have to be in regards to another person. This can be about work. This can be about your profession, education, your children, your family, whoever, where there is something that is causing you to not have a clear mindset towards this situation, okay? There is something here that you have to face this on your own, Aquarius. okay? Or if this is another person, they have to face their fears and their issues head on by themselves. You can support this person, but you cannot enable this person, okay? Enabling them is not going to help them out. And it's the same thing for you. You can't expect people to enable you. You should surround yourself with people who are going to support you and push you to become stronger, so that you can face your issues head on, so that you don't have to, so you can become stronger, have much more of a stronger will to rid yourself of this energy, okay? So sorry about the noise, guys. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. Okay, so Aquarius, let's get into your this. Actually, for all the air signs, this video might be longer than what I'm anticipating, but it's okay. So we have the tarot. Wow, we have the star card. So this is you, Aquarius. This is your energy. There are some new beginnings. There's something that needs to be reset. There are some goals that some of you all are trying to accomplish or to reach, and Venus is going to remind you. It's reminding you that there are some goals and aspirations that you want. There are some things that you desire, right? And you can't reach those goals when you have this codependent energy surrounding you, right? So be sure that you understand, in order to follow this star, you have to face your issues head on. You have to go on this journey alone. There is support and love and nourishment that you can receive on the way there. But again, you have to have a clear head, a clear set of eyes. You know, you have to be clear-sighted when it comes to this newness that's coming towards you. This is your energy, Aquarius. Don't dim this beautiful starlight for, you know, addictions or for something that will destroy you. And it's just, and if you're in a relationship where there is codependency, you don't have to stay in that relationship. Okay, Venus just might you know, help you renew that connection, and this person may end up, you have to focus on yourself, Aquarius. You can't try to enable this person if there's someone that you're dealing with some type of codependent nature. You have to let them go. And I'm not saying that you have to break up with them necessarily. It depends on your situation. But you'll have to just kind of let them know, hey, this is your life, this is your struggle. You know, if you want to do better and you want to improve, I'm here to help you out. But I'm not going to enable you in this. Okay? It's about independence here. This is what I see for Venus's retrograde for you guys. Okay? And the second card out, we have the Ace of Cups. So it's very beautiful energy. This is about emotional wellness. It's about emotional clarity. It's about knowing exactly what you want. And this is also, this is your cup. You only have one cup to fill, right, Aquarius? One cup to fill. If there's someone else who is expecting you to fill their cup, and without them doing some type of, you know, without them if they're not understanding that they also have one cup to fill, if they're not doing the work to fill their cup and they're expecting you to do majority of the work in order for them to feel happy within themselves, that's not going to benefit. It's not going to suit them, and it's not going to suit you either. So if there is a relationship that you're in, both parties involved have to find their own independence, and they have to face their own truths. Okay? So meditation might be good for you guys. Some of you all may be dealing with someone, or maybe it's you, where you have a hard time breathing. Maybe it's a physical situation where you may have asthma, or you may need to go to the doctor to find out what's going on. I know that this whole, you know, situation that's going on around the world right now, the breath is definitely an issue, but with that condition. But some of you all may have some type of a physical issue when it comes to your breathing. Okay, some of you all may be smokers, like I said, or there's someone that you know who is a smoker, and they may have a hard time breathing, you know. So this is something that needs to be addressed. Okay, this may knock you off your horse a little bit, or knock that person off their horse, and they'll recognize, okay, I really need to do something about this. Okay, but whatever your situation, whether you have a breathing problem, or maybe you just have anxiety and you don't really focus on breathing, you may need to go through some type of Reiki or meditation that helps you focus on your breathing. Okay, so Aquarius, much love and light to all of you. Good luck during this Venus's retrograde. I hope that this was of some encouragement and of some help to you guys and support. Take care, you guys. I love you. All right. Okay, so we have Gemini. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are staying safe out there and staying healthy. Okay, so Venus is retrograde. What does Venus have to speak to you guys about? Let's see. We have unrequited love from your romance angel oracle. And it says there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so some of you all may be dealing with a relationship, or there may be something that doesn't have to be a person. It can be a project or a job or a situation where you poured a lot of your heart into it, a lot of effort into it, and no matter what you did, it just was not benefiting you. It wasn't bringing any type of quality into your life. And if this is a person in a physical, like a relationship that you have with someone, there may be a situation where something has happened where just like the card says, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Now, does this necessarily mean that you're going to break up with someone, or that Venus is going to cause you to distance yourself physically from this person? No, you guys can still be in a very long-term, very loving relationship, but there may be something going on that may cause you all to kind of distance yourselves a little bit within the relationship. If you live with this person, you guys may not spend a lot of time together. You may go through a dark period of time in your relationship with this person. So it depends on your situation. Some of you all may be breaking up with someone and deciding that this is not going to work out, or you guys are in a loving relationship, you're committed, but you may need some time alone. So you may spend more time in one room as they spend time in another room, right? So we have the crocodile. And I think Taurus got the crocodile. It was either Capricorn or Taurus. So some of you all may be dealing with an earth sign, Gemini. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the crocodile is saying to you guys during this time, and why the spirits have chosen this particular energy to speak to you all. Okay, the crocodile. Just gotta find the page. Here we go. So it says, the crocodile: resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. It says the crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom. Okay, so before we get into your tarot, Gemini, you may have some type of discrepancy or some type of disagreement with someone. Okay, for those of you who are dealing with another person, or you're either you or the other person are thinking about ending this connection with one another because there is not enough support, not enough passionate energy here for you guys to continue this relationship or pushing it to the next level, So during Venus's retrograde, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's not a good time to lash out or to jump to conclusions or to make any final decisions in regards to breakups. Okay, the best thing for you to do at this time, from what I'm seeing here with your oracle cards, is even though you're seeing that things are not working out right now, instead of lashing out, instead of arguing or trying to force this person to see what you need from them, or whatever the case may be, the best, and this can be vice versa, it doesn't have to be you, it could be someone else doing this, the best thing for you to do during this time, Gemini, is to wait it out until the retrograde has passed. Okay, don't make any final decisions or conclusions until the retrograde has run its course. Okay, and it's going to be from the 13th to June 25th. So May 13th to June 25th. It's almost 2 months. Okay, so it's a long retrograde. It's kind of a long retrograde. So please don't jump to any conclusions just yet. Just like it says, reserve your energy, you know, think about things, you know, think about what you need to say to this person when you decide to if you decide to break up with them. And also wait, because you may not recognize, like right now, that maybe things just need to, there's some things that this person needs to work through, or things that you need to work through in regards to this person. And maybe towards the end of the retrograde, things will get better, right? You never know what can happen. So you don't want to jump to conclusions and cause any kind of, you don't want to cause anything to run stale or to get worse. You don't want to call it quits or throw in the towel just yet. You know, maybe this is just a good time for you to just relax. Like I said, maybe spend some time in one room, you know, for a few days, or, you know, just tell your significant other, or tell your roommate, or your whoever, your friend, and just let them know, hey, I need to be by myself. I need to think about some things. You know, I need to figure things out. I need to clear my head, you know, for a few weeks. Okay? So rest and relaxation is huge. It's very essential for you during this time, Gemini. Okay? So let's get into your tarot. Yeah, so this has something to do with the home. So we have the Four of Wands. So yes, this is all about rest and relaxation. Some of you all may have just moved in with someone, or just got married, or, you know, it could be any situation. You moved into with a roommate or with a friend of yours. Maybe you guys have been together for maybe the past year or so. Okay, some of you all may have been married for a few months, or in a roommate situation for a few months, and you're starting to recognize that things are not as honky-dory and as great as you thought they were going to. Maybe you thought they were going to remain this way, but maybe some things happened where it kind of, you know, your home life, it was just very fleeting, you know, and maybe there are some things you guys have to push through and just wait out. Okay? So this is a time to rest. This is a time to be at home and appreciate your home, appreciate yourself. Okay, if those of you who are not gaining any appreciation from your significant other, or from your roommate or friend or family member. Okay, this can also be in regards to your finances as well, where maybe maybe you decide, you know, I'm going to take a break, I'm going to go on vacation, or I'm going to take a few days off, because maybe you're just losing interest in your job, and you just don't want to immerse, you don't want to put any more energy into it, and you're just tired, and you just need some time to be away, you know, to be at home. You know, you don't quit your job, you know, just take a few weeks off, you know. Given what's going on around the world, I think that would be, you know, beneficial for you. But if you can't take a few weeks off, take a few days off, you know, or while you're going to work, if you can't take a few days off during this time around what's going on around the world, maybe you should just really keep, every single day you get up, think about, okay, what are some things that I need to do? You know, how can I find a better job? How can I find a better financial situation before I leave this situation, right? So whatever it is that you're dealing with, home life, family life, financial life, dating life, marriage, this is not the time to make any concrete decisions. Rest yourself, rest your mind, and gradually come to that conclusion of how you want to move forward, okay? So we have the Two of Swords, last card out. So yeah, this is Libra energy for sure, but it's air energy nonetheless. So some of y'all may be dealing with a water sign, or you're dealing with an Aries, okay, or a Libra. But some of you all may have a fire and water in your chart. Sorry guys, I have to take a few sips every once in a while. It's so hot in here. So there is a situation here that, you know, you see how these swords are bent, you know, they're curved. It's like they're supposed to be going in one direction, but there's something that's causing you to just rest yourselves. You know, I know that it may be hard for you guys to do right now, Gemini. You probably want to make a decision now, you know, and get it over with so you don't have to deal with it, but don't do anything that you're going to regret, okay? Please rest, think this through, rest. You know, once this retrograde is over, things will become clearer to you. So please don't jump to any conclusions right now. about a person, about a job, about family situation. Some of you guys may be thinking about moving because you don't want to live in a certain environment anymore. You're tired of your neighborhood, or you want something new for your family or for yourselves. Do not make that decision just yet. Wait until Venus has gone direct, okay? So that's your message, Gemini. If you are looking for messages for your Venus, moon, or rising sign, check out the other videos. I've uploaded videos for fire signs and earth signs, okay? So you can definitely go check out those videos if you resonate more with a different portion of your chart for Venus's retrograde, okay? So much love and light to all of you guys. I love you guys, and rest yourselves. Take a day off. Take a few days off. Take a few weeks off, okay? All right. All right, last but not least, we have Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you want to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and it's not, if you're a Libra Sun and you want to check out a different sign for your Venus sign or for your Rising or your Moon, definitely check out my other videos for Venus's retrograde, okay? All right, Libra, let's see what Venus has in store. Playfulness. That's nice. So again, Venus is all about playfulness. It's all about new discoveries, learning more about yourselves, right? Meeting new people, investing your energy in better or newer things, right? So it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So again, it doesn't have to be romantic in nature. This can be with anything. It could be with your children, it can be with your significant other, whether it be your spouse if you're married to them, or if you're dating someone and you're in a committed relationship. It could be with your friends. It can be with your co-workers, just finding that spark again, that connection with someone, okay? Also playfulness, if you guys have pets or animals, connecting with them, reconnecting with them in a much more fun way. Maybe going out for walks more, watching movies together as a family or with your significant other, maybe some of you all who are in a committed relationship or you're in a sexual relationship with someone, maybe there's some playfulness that you can implement within, your sex lives, you know what I mean? Whatever your situation is, playfulness, childlike energy, that silly energy, that giggly energy, let it come out, you know what I mean? We have the peacock. More air energy here. Some of you all could be dealing with an air sign, or you have very, very strong air within your chart. Okay? Sorry guys, let me take one more sip. So sorry. Alright, so let's see what the peacock has to say to you guys, Libra. So yeah, Venus's retrograde is going to bring out some really childlike energy with you guys. Embrace it. Definitely embrace that energy, Libra. Don't reject it. Don't block yourselves from it. I feel that there are those of you who have a very beautiful energy, very playful energy, but there could be something that's going on that's causing you to reserve or conserve that energy for some reason, right? So let's see what the peacock has to say. If I can find, here we go, find the page. So we're here reading for the peacock. Okay, so it says inner beauty. Like I said, it's all time to, like I said in the beginning of the video, Venus is all about beauty, inside and out, right? All of the above. It says inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Okay. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. Excuse me. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So, Libra, this is a time of inner confidence, okay? It doesn't matter who is around. It doesn't matter who is, there may be some people who are surrounding you or people that you're interacting with who may have this, I wouldn't say stale energy, but they may be very conservative, or they may feel, maybe those of you who have been dealing with past situations, because retrogrades do bring in the past situations of relationships, or people who may, or even with your parents, relationships with your parents, where the way you were raised. It could be that you were raised in a very conservative household for some of you, and Venus is going to maybe bring that energy back around, and you have to stand up to that energy with this playful energy, with this peacock energy, just showing people that, hey, I'm not that person. I love life. I love myself. Okay? You ridding yourself of how you were raised, ridding yourself of a traditional way of thinking, that may be attached to your family or your genetics, and Venus is going to urge you to break that cycle. Okay? Confidence is that's the word for you, Libra. No matter who is around to begrudge you or to, throw any type of negative comment your way, passive aggressively, to bring your energy down, making you feel dismissed and inferior, okay? Do not allow those energies to affect your happiness, okay? What are some things that you can do to feel playful, right? For those of you, maybe when it comes to sex or lovemaking, maybe you come from a background where that was taboo. You don't talk about things like that. Or there's a traditional way about going about having sex with someone, and you are deciding, you know what? I want to be more confident in my sex life. I want to be more confident with my body. You may have come from a background, or there's people around you who are not so happy or open about talking about their insecurities with their body, or talking about finding something about themselves that they think is beautiful, right? Letting your hair down, and not caring about what society or what another person thinks about you showing yourself. If there's someone that you've hung around or are still interacting with who makes you feel like when you let your hair down they say weird things or have a certain way of acting around you when you show your true colors, it's because they have an issue with themselves. It has nothing to do with you're not doing anything wrong. Continue to let your hair down. Anyone who can't take that energy, and if it's too intense for them, then they don't have to be around. They don't have to remain in your life, right? So the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra and your solar plexus are very key points that you should focus on during Venus's retrograde. That confidence, that love of yourself, giving yourself the permission to be yourself. Some of you all may have had parents that just didn't nurture that part of yourselves, that love of self, self-preservation, right? Self-confidence. So you guys can digest and put up with a lot of things, Libra. You guys can probably put up with a lot of things, and you guys can face a lot of things as well. You have a lot of strength in that, mental strength in that way. Don't allow your thoughts of the past to cloud your mind about who you are as a person. Okay, it's very important that you understand that. Okay? So let's look into your tarot. We have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you all, there may be, again, this could involve people. It could be a triangle of people that you're dealing with. Could be 3 people you're dealing with. For some of you, the number 3 may be of significance, or you may have 3 siblings, or you have 3 friends, or, some of you all could be going to school. You may have an idea or some type of a project that you want to get off the ground, and you need to, you're probably really happy about it, and there may be people around you who are maybe feeling like, or energies or thoughts that you have. You may be thinking like, oh, this is stupid. Why am I thinking this? This is never going to go anywhere. Don't Don't entertain that energy, Libra. You go for that project. You go for that class, you know, whatever, you know, that training. You go for that relationship, you know, you open yourself to these possibilities. Even if it sounds far-fetched and stupid to some people, go for it. Okay, this can be a job where maybe a long time ago you were told there's no way that you can accomplish this, there's no way you can get that job, and you did. You got that opportunity. Go for it. Fill out that application, you know. Change your hair, change the way you dress, you know. For people, maybe some of you all are afraid to show a certain part of your body, maybe your legs, or you're afraid to wear swimsuits, or you're afraid to wear tank tops, whatever the case may be, you guys. Show that part of yourself. Wear that crop top, color your hair, cut your hair, grow your hair out, whatever it is that you want to do. Get that piercing, get that tattoo. Libra, do your thing. Do what's best for you. Doesn't matter. Your insecurities, they're your insecurities, yes, and we feel entitled to our insecurities, but at the same time, those insecurities don't control you, and they don't determine who you are, okay? Work together, you know, maybe go and work together on a team to get some things done, okay? Reach out to people. Go, you know, take that class if you want to. Get that education. Whatever it is that you want to do, have the confidence to understand that you have the power to accomplish it and to fulfill it, right? We have the Two of Wands. Like I said, whenever I see the Two of Wands, I see the power of choice, passion. This is Aries energy. So some of you all could be dealing with an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. Okay, you may have Aries in your Venus, I don't know, but this is not the time to the Two of Wands. It's about understanding that the world is in your hands. This road goes far, very far. Where whatever you're wanting to accomplish with the Three of Pentacles here, if it's a job situation, I feel like it's very physical, you know, something physical. It could be something in regards to your family, you know, your children. Okay, some of you all are having a much more playful attitude with your children instead of having a more traditional, more, you know, you guys are parents, but you're also recognizing that your children have their own personalities, and there are those of you who may be going out doing things with your children that you never thought you would, you know, have the mind to do, or the emotional construct to do. So whatever is going on, Libra, you have the power of choice here. You can do the better choice is to be playful. The better choice is confidence, you know, independence, being a force to be reckoned with. Not, you know, if people are intimidated by you for being you, trust me, you know, that's not your problem, right? Trust me, I'm a Leo, okay? So, you know, Leos, we don't, you know, for those of you who have Leo in your chart out there and you identify with that energy, you guys know, right? And especially if you have Aries in your chart too, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about, you know, people can have thoughts about what you choose to do. Everybody's going to have a thought about it or have something to say about it. But does that mean that changes, that should change your mind, or that should change your intent for what you want to do in your life? Absolutely not. Okay. That's your message, you guys, from Venus's retrograde. I wish you guys all the best of luck on this journey. My air signs, I love you. Take heed to what Venus has to show you guys. She has a lot of gifts to give you, and I'm excited to see where these gifts take you. Okay? Much love and light to all of you guys. Be safe and be healthy. Bye.